In Carl Jung and Freud's theories of man's ego relationship to his unconscious, and Jung brought it out more than Freud, and this has to be really, really deeply understood. The unconscious is specular. Specular means of mirror, lens-like, mirror-like. Whatever visage you turn upon the unconscious, it reflects back. Quantum scientists will get on this right away because they go, oh, that's what the quantum universe does. Well, the quantum universe is your unconscious, by the way, but without even talking about that. Whatever face you shine into the unconscious, it shines back. If you shine a face of hostility, fear, trepidation, false curiosity, need for power, greed, intrigue, whatever, you'll meet demons. So the way is already you. There is no path per se. You make the path as you go. The path opens up in front of you as you walk. But the path is nightmare or dream, sorcery or magic, based on your profile as you walk through that noumena. It's not there already. It is created as you move through it in a way that almost Jean Cocteau in one of his phenomenal movies would show you as they walk through the mirror. Orphe is guiding. And they walk into the underworld. It's made as you project it out. The man who shows, like Blake, a fearless, I don't want to use the word loving because it's so hideously, misinterpreted, a caring, fearless, sovereign face to that form, he has his other reality. He's not looking for utopia built by Big Brother because he has one in the living moment of now. One that's ever-changing, kaleidoscopic, mutable, and ever-changing, and ever-explorative, renewing itself endlessly, right? And changing as he changes. It's an inner landscape that is more real than anything Big Brother with its bricks and mortar can ever hope to conceive, populated by a bunch of non-entities, right? So this is as I said, provide the opposite, Michael. Come on, you keep bashing everything. Yes, create your own world, create your own landscape. As you said about the prisoner, different values.
Yes, right? Exactly.
Not your values, yes. Right? Change your way of doing things, and cultivate your own organic intelligence, which, by the way, your children are the teacher if you'd let them speak, but you don't. They already have it until you burn it down. So, but it's there again in the mental topographies of various artists and so on. And I'm not saying just become disciples of them. I'm saying use them as a model to become that type of individual yourself. Bond with animals, bond with the inanimate. My big thing is, when I really do my solution thing on this, is utterly a theory of the inanimate, so-called. It doesn't even really involve human beings because there's too much problems there. My thing is an introduction to people to get in touch with the inanimate around them, starting with the room, the clothes they wear, and the light, and the window panes, and that whole existential examination of the so-called inanimate around us. But never forgetting for a moment that you make your own reality, because there's no such thing as an objective reality. We could have gone deeper into this with Heidegger's theories, but it would be too long-winded. The idea is this: whatever face you shine onto any mystery, be it external reality, another person, or your own unconscious, is what it becomes. That's where the choice mechanism is. If you shine the face of fear and want and emptiness and lack, right, or greed or envy, you will be met by demons. If you shine this other face of sovereignty and empowerment and stability, you will have another reality open up. And if you don't want to have that rapport, there is no other road for you but schizophrenia and social deremption. It's impossible. Knowing that, Big Brother has come along with a lot of catchphrases about oneness. Like I said, they've created the smokescreen to hold and galvanize everybody, and one of them is just the very term oneness, which I've addressed in the Mysterium article as being completely hypothetical. There's no such thing as oneness anywhere to be found in the universe or the world. But this is a catchphrase, it's a talismanic word. And I finished with this. People can visualize this. A pile of broken shards can be considered a oneness. The oneness that is spoken about in Global Village vernacular is nothing but the oneness of a bunch of ghostly, spectral, unsound, unwhole selves coming together in a big papier-mâché mess. And we've got oneness now. A bunch of broken souls. Lefties, righties, uppers, downers, freaks, gooks, whatever you want to call them. All the world's people, all the shards and broken souls, clinging and galvanizing in some hideous Quatermass, Blake 7, ultra world, devouring brain, being eaten and giving, literally it's a form of self-sacrifice. You're now entering into Ayn Rand's worst nightmare, right? Where all the broken cells compensate by becoming one big, massive, amorphous, ultra-world brain. And now we've got our oneness and our wholeness. The allness, we don't even use the word oneness. The mystics and the teachers, their allness, or you might want to use the term wholeness, can only be achieved, and this is quite logical, when everyone is themselves a holon, and then maybe later if other holons come together, you have the true hologram, the true holograph, in which the whole is in the small, and the larger, right, in a single drop of rain, the whole topography is encapsulated, isn't it? And as we know in fractal, the fractal contains the all. So all the oneness that you're hearing about today is only the wholeness of broken souls, broken, death, self-murdered people. So it's livid, it's morbid, it's filth. The wholeness that is real is an allness, which does exist, but it is predicated upon each individual being a complete totality coming together, right? And that can't happen until there's a unification between the ego and the unconscious. And the study of that takes you into the realms of psychology, right, as opposed to politics and other things. And that's why, you know, my message has now become very much that, blending the world of psychology and various aspects of existential philosophy. You know, that's the raison d'etre of the work that I'm doing now and also in the future.